Hi. I wanted to start stream by putting this in my mouth and blowing on it. Is this gonna work? I don't know if my mic is picking up on it though. It might be too loud. You all hear that? Cute. Oh, thank you. You know? Oh, no, it's... Oh, come on. Can y'all hear that? No sound? Dang. Wait, no sound from me or no sound from... I just imagine it in. Weird. But you can hear me, right? From the toot? Okay, okay, you can hear me. Cool. All right. Oh well. Well, in either case, in any case, I guess that's what I get for buying cheap crap from Walmart last second. But anyway, hi. How are y'all doing? It's hot. Not just in here, but outside. It is very hot. But you know what? I am having a wonderful birthday weekend. I am very, very happy. My birthday is tomorrow. Yes, my birthday is in fact 6/7. Make all the jokes you want. I have already heard them. I actually do unironically like the 6/7 meme. So yeah, feel free to make 6/7 jokes. I'm like the only person on Twitch who's gonna tell you that. But for real, make the 6/7 jokes. I love them. Your birthday is now? Well, yeah, in Finland it's now. I don't live in Finland though. Over here it's still 6/6. So, and thank you, City. Thank you for the happy birthday message. I appreciate it. Yeah. Still like, no. Yeah. So, how I feel on my birthday, or now we're getting close to my birthday, I have to say, I feel rather weird, because I know this is supposed to be a joyous moment, right? This is supposed to be a moment that, like, you know, I'm supposed to, you know, throw my hands up and party, you know, celebrate how I survived another year around the sun. And to be fair, that is something to celebrate. I mean, when I was much younger, I didn't think I was gonna make it this long. I'll be real with you. I was much more depressed when than I am right now. I didn't think I was gonna survive that long. I'm gonna be real. So the fact that I've made it 27 years is, I mean, that's an accomplishment. That's definitely an accomplishment. Or maybe not an accomplishment, but maybe something I can take hope in. I can find hope in, right? Because, yeah, 27 years. Not everyone makes it 27 years. But, you know, I'm very hopeful that I did, and I greatly appreciate all the things that have helped me stick around this long, you know? It's really amazing. Yeah. You know, and you know, I've been having a decent weekend right? I mean, I've been trying to relax as much as I can. I had to run out quickly to grab some birthday stuff. I did buy balloons. Actually, unfortunately, I didn't read the label that said they had to be inflated by a pump. So, oh dang, this thing is just... There we go. So, unfortunately, we don't have balloons. I did get this, where is it? It's right here. You know, birthday girl thing. I saw they had a gender neutral one, and I was gonna wear that, but then I realized, hey, this might piss some people off, and I want to piss those people off. So, hooray! I am now a birthday girl. I am a birthday girl now. So that I have the hats, of course. I have some Pokemon, the more Pokemon themed stuff coming up, which is a funny choice because I have a weird relationship with Pokemon. It's like I love Pokemon. I love them as a furry, and I love them also as someone who watches a lot of people play Pokemon on Twitch. Okay, I haven't played that many games. I don't have many strong opinions on Pokemon, but I just love the idea. I just love them. I love them so much. They're so cute. We love... Oh, thank you so much, City. City, you're... Oh, man, City, you're so... You're so sweet. Does anyone else in chat give pets to the sweet note? How would that piss people off? Transphobes, City. I was assigned male at birth, so, you know, I kind of have I think I still have kind of a bit of a masculine body. That's just me. I think, you know, I think it would upset some really bigoted people, which is fine by me. Because, you know, I don't live my life to please them, right? But that's beside the point. I have some Pokemon stuff. I have merch. Merch? Is that the word? No. I have ingredients for a cake. A rather odd cake, but a cake nonetheless. We're gonna bake that cake. And then they're going to put candles on it and celebrate a little bit of birthday joy, at least for me. I have never baked a cake before, so this is going to be very interesting. All right, this is going to be very, very interesting. I don't know how it's going to turn out. I looked for recipes online that had no eggs because I didn't have any eggs with me at the moment, and I found this very strange cake. A small bit of research on the internet tells me that this cake was baked during the Great Depression when it was hard to get eggs or butter. One of the ingredients in it is vinegar, which is very, very odd. And I'm wondering how that's going to taste in the final cake. But so be it. This is going to be a very interesting stream, I'm sure. And I gotta get some depression. Oh my goodness. My understanding of these things has never reached the norm of the majority outside the world. Yeah. I have all the not very normy opinions myself. Thing is, my understanding is that transphobes are kind of a minority. You know, I don't expect any to be watching my stream, but just in case there's some trolls that, you know, come in here, I thought it'd be funny, you know? Ugh. Anyway, I am going to, I think how long have I been streaming for? Not that long. Yeah, I have to turn on the oven. Wait a second. I have to turn on the oven. 350. Okay. I'll set the oven to 350. And then I'll probably spend a little more time in fursuit. It's really hot, like I said. So I don't think I'll be spending. I'm definitely not going to be spending all stream. But as it's preheating, I can at least spend a little bit more time and talk. I did buy this pretty cute mug. It comes with a straw that's pretty long. I guess it could fit in my fursuit theoretically. Yeah, that's something that I'll have to do in a later stream because it's not right. It's still drying. It's still washing up. You know. I don't understand how anyone could hate you. You're too sweet, City. No, City. City, thank you, but I'm not that special. I appreciate the compliment. I really do. Thank you. Thank you. I have the, it's funny, I have the AC blasting in the other room and it's like, it's so cold in there, right? It's pretty hot in here, but it's so cold in there. That's how powerful the AC is, right? And I recently weatherized, right? So I had a bit of an insect infestation like a couple of weeks ago, okay? And they were coming in from the outside. So in order to prevent them from coming in, I like covered every hole in the door, put tape all over the windows, right? And the side effect of that is that I accidentally weatherized I weatherized my room by complete accident, which is great because when the AC is blasting now, I don't have to worry about cold air escaping. It's fantastic. The cold air just stays there. And it gets so cold in there. It's amazing. I have it set to 69 degrees because of course I do. It really does feel like 69 degrees in there. It's amazing. It's just amazing. Technology is amazing, right? Technology is so great. I could never survive the summer if it doesn't protect like that. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Free food delivery? What do you mean free food delivery? What do you mean free food delivery? I'm baking a cake. That's the only food I got. I mean, unless you Bugs Yummy. Oh, Bugs. Okay. Yeah, I've actually never eaten any insects. I know you as a newt City, you know, you probably eat insects all the time. I actually haven't eaten many insects, right? I have seen things like grasshoppers for sale, things, you know, certain kinds of larvae for sale, and I'd like to try it eventually, but it just hasn't happened yet, you know? It just hasn't happened yet. So, but that's something I would like to try eventually because I'm always down for something weird. Oh man, I was in China once and I saw a street vendor sell scorpions. Now that's something that, I mean, I was not brave enough for that, man. I was not brave enough to eat scorpions off the street. But I'm sure someone has, and I'm sure they've had a wild experience with that. Or maybe it's just normal to them. Maybe it's just normal to them. Maybe it's just, you know, my weird Western worldview, right? Maybe it's just completely normal to them. Who knows? More for me? Hell yeah, City. More for you. What is your favorite bug? I particularly like butterflies and moths. I love the look of the Atlas moth. It's such a cute moth. Like genuinely really cute. There's some beetles that are pretty cool too. I can't remember their name right now. I can't remember the name right now, but I know there's some beetles that are pretty cool. It's not the dung beetle, but it's a beetle. Yeah, I would probably know its name in French because I played Animal Crossing in French in order to help teach myself French, and so I know a whole bunch of insect names in French. I don't know them in English. There's like I think there's one called golden beetle. I do remember. Is there a golden beetle? I don't remember. I'd have to find out the name of that in English. I can't remember right now. I like ants, or did you mean visually? Yeah, I mean, it's favorite any kind, you know, like I mean, yeah, favorite to eat, sure, but also favorite of any kind. I like saying I like butterflies and moths, not because I eat them, but because, you know, I think they're just cool, you know. I mean, maybe that's just me, you know. You know, yeah. I also oh man, what is there another one? Damn, I can't remember. A kind of insects I like. I mean, I actually don't mind centipedes or millipedes. I think it's kind of fun. I think it's kind of fun and funky that they have so many legs. They just have so many legs. It's kind of amazing, right? I like to imagine, you know, the Mr. Krabs walking sound effect. You know, when you see those legs, right? The Mr. Krabs walking sound effect. That's gotta be interesting. It's just fun. It's just fun. They're fun animals, right? I didn't mind them. I used to, for reasons I'm not going to get into, I used to sleep in my childhood home. I used to sleep in the basement sometimes. And I'd always see some kind of insects in there, right? There were like some small spiders, maybe some centipedes, right? I left the centipedes alone because they never bothered me. I didn't care about those, right? But the spiders, man, I just don't like spiders. I don't like spiders, and I'm not like super scared of them. If it's a small spider, I could deal with it. But if I were ever face to face with a very large spider, I think I would scream. I think I would run away. I think I would panic and get in the fetal position and cry. Maybe because I just don't like spiders, and I just don't. God, spiders are, oh man, I cannot. Same name was based off the Finnish term for general term, Sittiäinen for dung beetles. Really? Wow, that's interesting. I didn't know that. I'm sorry if I've mispronounced that. Man, that is very interesting. Okay, I am, excuse me, I'm going to, I know I haven't been pursuing for very long, but that super top secret lore, your secret is safe with me, City, don't worry. Alright, I know I haven't been pursuing for very long, but it is pretty hot. I will have to take this off, so I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Hang on. Sparky, be kind to the newt. No bullying the newt. We love and appreciate dung beetles in this chat. Ugh. All right. Let's hang on one more second. All right. There we go. All right, now I was told that this cake recipe, and I'm gonna pee, it's called Crazy Cake. Can you see that? Yeah, Crazy Cake. And again, my preliminary research, and by preliminary research, I mean very small amount of research, tells me that this cake was made during the Great Depression. And apparently it's so easy that you can make it in the pan. There was a whole video they showed on the website of it supposedly being, you know, made in the pan. Now, I don't know if allrecipes.com is, you know, trustworthy enough that they wouldn't, you know, fake a video. I mean, because I know that, let's turn on the light, there we go. I know that some people would, wait, let me turn my mic down. There we go. I know some people would fake a video, would genuinely do that. Like 5 Minute Crafts, for instance. I know they would. So, this is both kind of a test about whether I can follow a cake recipe, but also whether this cake recipe is any good. So anyway, we have the oven preheated. Now it says to sift flour, sugar, cocoa, baking soda, and salt into a 9x13 ungreased baking dish. Well, we got this right here. Got this right there. City is getting rye. Stop bullying the newt. But hello, Rye. How are you doing? Thank you for coming to my stream. But stop bullying the newt. All right. 3 cups all-purpose flour. Where did I put the flour? I just had it right here. It's right here. All right, all-purpose flour. 3 cups. You got a cup here. No, I guess let me put it in. Put it in this way. That's getting everywhere. That's fine then. Go. Another cup. Then our last cup. Come on. That's good enough. And flour everywhere. Three cups all-purpose flour, and then 2 cups white sugar. I kind of have an all-purpose sugar. I'm hoping that that's okay.
Hey Proto, a viewer just redeemed hydrate or dihydrate.
I mean, well, all-purpose sugar. Yeah, this is white sugar. It's literally white. As opposed to brown sugar. Okay. All right. Cute newt? True. City is a cute newt. And thank you for redeeming hydrate or dihydrate. I'm definitely gonna do that right now. Here's my water. All right, 2 cups of sugar. One cup. I'm making a mess here. God. Two cups. There we go. You couldn't see me pour it because I was pouring it over the sink, you know, just in case it got everywhere. It's a much better place for it to go than all over my counter. Right. Half a cup of unsweetened cocoa powder. Hell yeah. This one I think I'll pour over the cake pan. I have no problem if too much cocoa powder gets in. Like, oh no, what am I gonna do? Too much cocoa powder. The horror, right? I can't get this open. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, Rye. I swear. Is it like Bully City Day or something? didn't know it was Bully City Day. I blame Sparky. Yeah. I don't blame it. That's a good person to blame. If there's any bullying going on, you can rest assured that it's probably because of Sparky. Ooh, that smells good. That smells so good. I'm just in a silly mood. Wow. Bullying because you're just too silly. I'm silly. I'm gonna make fun of a newt today. Actually, I could see you doing that if it's Sebby. Alright. Go. Baking soda is up next. And we need 2 teaspoons of baking soda. Here's our teaspoon. Here's our soda. Can I get this open? Oh my god, this box is so... I swear. What is with this box? Oh my god. Hold on. I'm gonna have to get this thing open the wrong way. I'll deal with it later. All right. 2 teaspoons. 1, 2. Go. And salt. 1 teaspoon of salt. Okay. Did I not take out the salt? I swear to God. The salt has to be right here. Thank you. I'm so doing this over the sink. There we go. Salt. Now, the next thing in the recipe it says is to form 3 wells in the mixture. That's really funny because in the video it just showed them dumping it into the pan. So let me mix this, I guess. I get a Okay, I mean, that makes sense, but still. Oh my god, I'm not a substitute, I'm a newt. That's amazing. That's amazing. Alright, Mick. You know, you all could still bully Sebi even when you're in my chat. Like, yeah, he can't read it. I don't think he's here, but like, if y'all want to bully a newt, you know, I mean, City's just taking collateral damage from, you know, the usual Sebi bullying, right? Seems to be mixed in more. Little bits of this stuff on the sides that aren't getting mixed in. Right. It's a little bit more. I think that'll be good enough. Oven still on 350, thank goodness. I'm honestly 100% with being collateral. Oh my god. 1 newt's worth of money? Isn't that just a pair? I thought pairs were the currency of the newts. Alright. Alright, form 3 wells in the flour mixture. Interesting. Guess so. Well, let me smooth this out a bit first. Well number 1, well number 2, more, 3. Okay. All right, in the first well, we put in 3/4 a cup of vegetable oil. I have canola oil. Where's my cup? Alright. I got my... No, the 4th, because it's 3/4. One, 4. Two, 4. 3, 4. That's going into the other wells. Interesting. Interesting. I was told that this would all be in its own well. Weird. Oh my god, City, do not! City, don't pay for things with your tail. That's not right. I mean, unless you have like pics of your tail, that's a different story. Vinegar into the second. Okay, here's where the vinegar comes out, y'all. We got this big ball of vinegar. How much vinegar are we putting in? 2 tablespoons, okay. This is 1 tablespoon. The last say to eat and doesn't force him the waiter. True! That's fair. It's very fair. I didn't think of it like that. Yeah, because if you can pay in tails, then you don't have to. I mean, you just grow the tail back. That's smart, actually. Yeah, never mind, that's smart. Alright. And how much vanilla extract? 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. There's a teaspoon. That was supposed to go into the third well. Wait. All right, and lastly, our last ingredient in this cake. It's kind of cursed little cake. 2 cups of cold water. Pour water all over and stir it with a fork. Interesting. One cup. Two cups. Now we get out a fork. I was explicitly told to stir it with a fork, so you do that. God, this is... Have you ever seen a cake made like this? Like maybe like a cake mix, but like I feel like the writers of this recipe really wanted this cake to go viral. Like the way they instruct you to do things is like perfect for like a short of some kind, right? Like maybe like a YouTube short, a TikTok. Yeah, cause when oh my God, this smells so chocolatey. Oh, this smells so chocolatey. That's incredible, actually. That's really incredible. But yeah, like when I saw this recipe, I watched their video on it. And it was like them dumping everything into the pan and you know, it was on high speed. So it's not like, you know, it's not like they're it's not like you know, it was all in real time. They sped up the footage quite a bit, I assume, because you know, this is ridiculous amount of Oh, there's some floury bits that aren't getting in there with the fork. I do find interesting that this cake pan is ungreased. Again, they ask you to put it in an ungreased cake pan. Alright, I think I got all the floury bits. I think it's mixed well. It says mixed well. I think it's pretty mixed. I mean, this might be as mixed as it's getting. I mean, there's 2 cups of cold water in here. I don't know how. I feel like this is it, right? This has got to be it. Gotta be it. All right, get some of that. Get a towel and wipe some of that floury stuff off. No market for detached newtails according to the human bank. We can incorporate it into the AI bubble. Yeah, no, exactly. How do you do that? Chat GP tail, maybe? Then you can generate content that will produce more. No, wait, I have an idea. A cryptocurrency that is worth the value of 1 newt tail. And Chat GPT or Newt GPT, what do you want to call it? GP tail, Newt GP tail. It generates content that can later be sold as NFTs for 1 newt tail coin. There we go. We did it. We're gonna be rich. All right, go. This cake is going in the oven, 30-40 minutes. Amphibian intelligence. Yes, newt fungible tails. Exactly. Exactly. That's what we want, Rye. Rick, we gotta tell Sebi about this. He can make so much money. All right. Go. I'd rather just steal from the rich instead. That is very real. That's so real. Alright, oven's been preheated for a long while. I'm just gonna clean a little bit more off the sides of the pan. Now get it in there. Now, according to the recipe, this cake is supposed to be done. Hang on, there's still a little bit unmixed. Still some lumpy bits. There we go. Now, chat, this cake's supposed to be done in about 30 some odd minutes. I don't know if I exactly trust my oven. in the oven. I did preheat the oven. It's there. It's preheated. Alright. So supposedly it's gonna be done in 30 some odd minutes. It could be done in like 40 some odd minutes, unfortunately. And I know it said 30 to 40 minutes in the recipe. I'll take it out after 30, and if it's not, if the toothpick doesn't come out clean, I'll put it in there for like, split the difference, do 15 minutes. Maybe. We'll see. Now, can I get this thing on my head? Thank you. I gotta clean all this too. This is the first time I've ever baked a cake, by the way. So, it might be a bit scoffed. Probably gonna be scoffed. Who knows? But man, that smelled chocolatey. I'm not gonna lie here, that smelled really, really good. I didn't smell any vinegar at all. It was really interesting. I thought vinegar was pretty strong, but nah. Because I normally use vinegar as like for cleaning purposes or for laundry. But man, I know you can put vinegar in food. I know it's edible. But I mean, normally when I use it, it just smells so strong. Hey. Nice. And you know, that was a really good cocoa smell. Even for like, you know, not that expensive cocoa powder, right? It was a pretty good smell. If it's as chocolatey as it smells, this is gonna be a fantastic cake. I hope it has chocolatey as it smells. Ah. Oh. All right. So now it's basically just a waiting game. Details are probably not poison. People might misidentifying mushrooms, so you're already ahead of AI. True. True. Alright. Back up and move. Over. And this is going to. And you know, until this thing is done, this is going to be a bit of a just chatting stream. So, and I don't know, I'm gonna survive the summer. This is, it's so warm. It's just so unbelievably warm. God, I think after this stream, I'm just gonna flop down on my bed. Like I said, the air conditioning has made that made that place so cool. I'm gonna need it a bit. Yeah. What bird species are known to bark like dogs? Parrots, maybe? Parrots, okay. Haha. Good one. Good one, right? So y'all see the what is it called? Summer Game Showcase? No, it's not. That's not what it's called. But there was a really interesting games I saw in that showcase. I'm actually looking forward to the Among Us game. I do kind of like. I like Among Us more than I'm supposed to, you know, per internet rules, but I am kind of looking forward to it. I do wish it were a bit more original, you know? I feel like, you know, because it's been like, you know, Among Us was 2018, right? So I have 8 years now of just kind of the same murder mystery stuff. There's an Among Us TV show out. It's also a murder mystery. You know, I feel like it could be a little more original. Like, can we set something in the Among Us universe and then, you know, play with it a little bit? I think they could do a little bit better, you know? Not a thing. But I am looking forward to it. Let's see. What else is there? What else was really memorable about that? Oh yeah, the Cuphead. There was 2 new Cuphead games. I really like how, I mean, they are making another animated Cuphead game, which is nice, but I do really like how the one that's coming out sooner, I think it's called like Mighty Cuphead Adventures. I like how it's kind of an homage to like the 80s, and how there's going to be like a physical game cartridge too. The Sega Master System, I believe. That's amazing. That's amazing, right? I really do. I love, you know, when developers are so creative like that. It's really amazing. This was not in the main showcase, but in the Day of the Devs, there was a really interesting game called Monster Records. I thought it was pretty cool. It's a rhythm platformer, kind of like Geometry Dash, but at the same time, there's also a bit of record selling, right? So it's like a shop simulator too. That's interesting. I like it when people are creative like that. You know what I'm saying? Could you please celebrate Proto 6-7 Day and Amphibious Intelligent Assistant? We don't have AI, but we do have an 8-ball. We have a magic 8-ball. Hang on, let me show you. See? Mayhaps? Okay. Thanks. Yeah, spam 6 7s in chat. Spam 6 7s in chat. Oh, I should set a timer. Hang on. I'm going to a Pride Festival and drag show tomorrow. That's incredible. That's incredible. I love that for you, Rye. I wanted to go to a Pride Festival today. Wait, hold on, let me set the timer. There we go. I wanted to go to a Pride Festival today. Unfortunately, I couldn't because it's quite a bit of a drive from here, and the main reason I'd be going is to march with my friends in the parade, and I can't do that because my ankle just still does not want to heal. I don't know what it is. I don't want to complain about that on stream because I have already complained about that enough. You know what I'm saying? But I'm doing my best to rest it this month. So unfortunately, I won't be marching in any parades this month, but I will. I will still be celebrating Pride on Twitch. I do plan to commission some Pride emotes. That'll be really nice. I do plan. Let's see. I am gonna watch my local Pride from the sidelines. I'm in a local queer Pride group here, a queer community group, and I'm gonna help out with them as much as I can, you know, as much as I physically can, right? So I'm still gonna celebrate Pride, and of course I, you know, what's more indicative of queer pride than having than wearing a fursuit and taking some pride shots. Give me some Pride themed Fursuit Friday shots this month. It's gonna be really fun. It's definitely gonna be really fun. I will steal some ankles for you. You should. You should. Unfortunately, I don't know how I'm gonna be able to use those stolen ankles unless you like. I was just thinking like steal an ankle, amputate this ankle, transplant. No, I'm not going that far. Doctor who? Dr. Newt, I guess. That's my that's not my doctor. My doctor is not Dr. Newt, but I bet the Newt would probably fix it faster than my doctor would. You know, new ingenuity is real. New ingenuity is very real. On Yori's stream, Sebi just after many struggles got the first person to put his ball in the hole in Super Battle Golf. You know, that's real Newt ingenuity, right? I know Newt ingenuity is a thing, okay? The Newts, they make all sorts of wacky devices, right? New ingenuity is real, and Sebi is proof of that. That's all I'm saying. Has Proton a doctor to look at the ankle? Yes, I do have a doctor who is in that. He sent me a script for physical therapy. I used that script, and I don't think the physical therapists are doing that good of a job, to be honest. Not naming any names, but I don't think they're doing that good of a job. I am going to, I got another script. I'm going to go to another physical therapy place, and I hope that those people actually know what they're doing, right? I do hope that they actually know what they're doing and that I could actually heal with them, right? Because I've heard bad things about the physical therapy place I was going to. I didn't know it at first, but I did hear some bad things, so hopefully get better, and then get a better physical therapist, and the ankle would probably get a lot better, you know? So you need to believe in Newt self. You can do anything. I can only do so much, you know? I'm trying here, I'm trying. I'm really trying. Would I believe in Jackal self? Because I remember, I'm not Newt, I'm a Jackal. Remember that? Would I believe in Jackal self? Jackal pronouns, can you imagine that? My pronouns are Jackal, Jackals, Jackal self. Amazing. I'm almost unironically considering it, actually. I'm almost unironically considering it. Almost. I can do anything, I just want to take it. So real. So real. That's so real. I'm always tired. I think it's just because, you know, me being chronically ill and whatnot. I've had chronic pain most of my life. I'm always just tired. You know, I'm always tired. I always want to lay down, you know. I always need a little bit of rest. I mean, this right now is the most activity I'm ever gonna get today. So, yeah. Tomorrow I am going to see family. We're gonna have a birthday party at my parents' house. They can't really come up here. You know, my apartment's kind of small. I can't cook for a crowd. I can cook for myself. I don't know about cooking for a crowd yet, right? I'm gonna go to my parents' house and I'm gonna celebrate my birthday there. And then after that, I think on Monday I'm just gonna kind of crash. I'm just gonna kind of crash, you know? It'll be a busy weekend, and then I'll rest on Monday, and then I'll get back to, you know, doing my usual stuff on Tuesday, you know? Where I come from, the only pronouns are you, that, it, they, them. I cannot remember anymore. I can only count to 4. City, oh my God. City. Actually, real talk though, I have heard quite a number. I used to take linguistics classes in college, right? And I've heard many times in many linguistic classes about how great the Finnish language is because they don't have a masculine and a feminine third person pronoun. Like, there's no he or she, it's just a gender neutral pronoun. I think that's probably because most people that I was hanging out with in college were, you know, queer as fuck. But so, you know, that's probably why. I think that would be really nice. That'd be really nice to have in English. I know they is a gender neutral pronoun. That'd be really cool if we had, you know, a kind of a singular, or, well, yeah, they can be used as a singular gender neutral pronoun, but I meant a pronoun that's separate from they. I know neo pronouns are a thing. Xi is, I really do like that. And there was a time when I was much younger where I was using pup pronouns. No, fur pronouns. I was using fur pronouns. So I was like, my pronouns were like fur, furs, fur self. I did inspire someone to start using pup self pronouns. That was really nice. So their pronouns are pup, pup self. But I don't use any of those pronouns anymore. I just use they, right? I have experimented a bit with it's when I am puppy. Hey, that's a good time to use it's, right? I mean, you're just a dumb little puppy. Speaking of which, Rye, you're a good puppy. Who's a good puppy, Rye? Who's a good puppy? You are. No. These have negative connotations within some trans spaces, so I have to be careful. Look, there's some trans spaces, like there's trans spaces online especially, where like almost anything can be taken negatively. Like there's trans spaces where if you're too proud about being trans, you're not seen as normal enough for them. There's trans spaces where if you're MB, you know, you're not really considered a real trans person. You just gotta settle down with one gender. I mean, there's trans spaces where like they don't like neo-pronouns. Like, you'll find all kinds of jackasses online, unfortunately. And it's really unfortunate that these you know, people are making it so hard to be trans online, but it's already hard to be trans offline, you know? So like, my advice, I mean, really is just ignore them. I just do what I kind of want to, ignore what people tell me, you know what I'm saying? And you know, if someone like a forum or a subreddit or a Tumblr blog or a Twitter account or whatever tries to, you know, spread some terrible ideas, you know, just block them and move on, you know. I just try to do that to make my internet experience as good as it could be. And you know what's interesting is that I never notice these people offline. Okay, when I go to conventions, you know, I hear no one complain about its pronouns. When I talk to queer people offline, I hear no one complain about its pronouns, you know. It's only people online, let's be real, chronically online people, who are really spreading this kind of nonsense, right? Anyone who has talked to a trans person online is probably not doing this. So, you know, whatever the case may be, I would just be its and proud, you know? I'd be its and proud, especially as, you know, the cute little puppy you are, Rye, you know? You know, I mean, I would gladly, you know, look at you and go, aw, it's such a cute puppy. Right, Rye? You're a cute puppy, right, Rye? I just try to be a grumbler. Oh, who's a little puppy? Who's the little puppy? Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Good boy, right, Ryan? Who's a good puppy? Who's a good puppy? Who's a good puppy? He, him, it. Okay, that makes sense. All right, we got like 15 or so minutes until the cake would be done. I'm not opening that. I'm just letting it cook. My pronouns, for the record, are they, them. I'm still a bit closeted in real life. Like, most of my folks in real life know I'm gay. They know I like men. Most of the people in real life also think I am a man, and I've kept it that way on purpose because I'm just not really ready to come out as non-binary to people, you know? I'm not really ready for that. It is a little scary, I'm not gonna lie. And you know, I was thinking, right? One of my goals for Pride Month this year is I'm gonna start the process to change my name, right? I'm not gonna change my gender, okay? My gender marker on my ID. I know in where I live, you can get an X put on your gender marker if you're neither male nor female. I would get that, but I'm gonna be real with you. I don't really want the government to know I'm trans. I mean, they probably already know I'm trans, but like, I don't need official documentation that any random person could see saying, hey, look, this is a trans person, right? So I'm just, I'm gonna get my name changed, but I'm just not gonna say that it's for gender reasons, okay? I'm just gonna kind of flip under the radar, you know, and that's what I'm kind of comfortable with right now. They, them, Jackal. Yes, exactly. Sounds very difficult and stuff. I'll just use your assigned birth gender for describing sexual orientation or just what genders you're attracted to. You know, I've thought about that kind of a bit. I've heard some terms coined like, you know, was it androsexual, something like that? For like, you know, attraction to men. And I guess I can say that, you know, there's also another word for like attraction to masculinity, which is probably more accurate for me anyways, because like, He's like, I'm not gonna lie to you, like there's some women out there who are pretty masculine that I've thought look kind of cute, you know? But I think like I just kind of say gay because that's how I feel, you know? It's the word I think is the most accurate to say, right? Like, I mean, you know, I don't like it, but I look like a man, right? I don't want to be a cis man, but I kind of look like a man, right? And I like men. So the kind of relationship I get into is like pretty darn gay. But I mean, also at the same time, right? I'm not really looking for the same kind of relationship that a cis gay man might be looking for, you know? Like I remember I used to date this woman who did not know she was a woman when we started dating. So she went by he, him, and identified as a man. And we tried to have a kind of, you know, cis gay relationship, right? But it was very odd, right? We couldn't really have, I don't know how to describe it. It just felt different, you know? It felt very different than the kind of relationship that that cis gay men would have, right? So I don't know. It was, I just kind of use gay because like my relationships are going to be queer no matter what, right? Like if you're dating me, then you are probably you're probably not straight and you're not cis. And or not cis, right? If you're dating me. So, I mean, my relationships are gonna be pretty darn queer no matter what, right? So I think gay is just a good word. And also, you know, like I think about it sometimes. If I were a woman, right, I would want to date women, right? Like, I mean, I would still like men, right? I do love men. I really do love men. They're amazing. Sometimes. But you know, women, right? I mean, if I were a woman, I would want to be gay with other women, you know? I mean, I don't want to miss out on gayness, you know, just because, you know, what gender I am. I want to be gay no matter what. And that's how I feel. I feel that no matter what gender I am, I will always be gay. So that's kind of why I choose to say gay, you know? That's kind of why I choose to say gay, all of that, you know, combined together, right? You know, other NB people might have different opinions. Like I said, there's some words that have been coined for this reason, right? So like, you know, androsexual, for instance, androromantic. Actually, I have no idea if those are the right words. I might be misremembering them. But like these words have been coined to kind of just allow non-binary people to describe their sexuality in a way that doesn't imply their gender. But I don't know. I just like the word gay too. And that's another thing. Gay has a community around it, right? You know, if I say I'm gay, there's a whole gay history and gay culture that I can take part in, right? You know, there's no androsexual culture, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of it's almost like a sterile word. It's almost a scientific word. It's too much. I just, gay is just so much a better word in my opinion, but that's just my opinion, you know? You are a pretty woman, Sparky. And yes, I'm having a gay old time. My pronouns are not good girl. The documentary I'm gonna screen in Bunny's Discord is an interview with the person who presented male her whole life and only imposter survivor did she admit her greatest regret was not trying to live as a woman. That's sad. Hope writing the book would give her a bit of peace. Oh. Yeah, that's something that, honestly, that's something that scares me a little bit. It scares me, the idea that I might be too scared of being myself to ever, you know, be me, right? And I know that when I get old, I'm gonna regret all those times that I wasn't out and about, right? Out and proud, right? I just kind of, you know, again, it's just kind of scary right now, especially if you live in the United States. It's just kind of scary right now. So, you know, I mean, I don't blame myself for doing what I'm doing, but also I kind of do wish I was more out there, because I know I'm going to regret all those years of not doing that, you know. But hey, you know, that's kind of what I'm thinking about with just changing my name, right? Like it's gonna, you know, it's just changing my name. It kind of makes me more me, right? But it doesn't necessarily shove me out of the closet. Like I'm still a little bit in there, so I can balance like quality of life and safety with like, you know, desire to alleviate the dysphoria I feel around my dead name, right? I think that's a good balance, or from my opinion, that's a balance I'm willing to keep, right? She was born in 1908, so she didn't have the vocabulary. That's sad. Damn. Yeah, that's awful. I wish, you're just hoping things get better in 2 years? Oh, I hope. Oh, trust me, I hope. You know, not to get too deep into politics here, but I was kind of surprised when Orban, you know, the dictator of Hungary, actually stepped down after being voted out, right? That gives me a little bit of hope. I don't know if that's going to happen in the U.S. though. It seems like all the good things politically happen overseas now. So, but let's not get that deep into politics, right? Let's just say, yeah. I hope things do get better, especially for trans people. I really do hope, and that's all you kind of need sometimes is hope, right? When you have hope, it helps you get along, you know? It helps you move along is a better phrase, you know? The key there is he had to deal with the EU. We will see what happens here. True. Damn. All right. Well, I'll still be hopeful, if only for the fact that if I'm not hopeful, I don't know what I do with my life. So, I'm gonna maintain hope. You know, maybe you could also probably call that delusional, but I call it maintaining hope, and I'm gonna do that. I know there's a lot of nice people in America, right? Doesn't seem that way, but there's a lot of nice people in the US. So have a little bit of hope, you know? Exactly, you have to maintain hope. Hope is all you got sometimes, you know? It's all you got sometimes. All right, the cake should be done in a little bit. Yeah, 60 seconds. All right, I'm gonna, once that timer runs out, have hope as a treat. Yeah. Nerdy,
another
hippie,
Jackal has joined the squad.
Wait, my alerts? Did y'all hear that alert? I didn't hear that. Nerdy, thank you for being my 25th follower. Congratulations, Nerdy. Okay, cool. Congratulations, Nerdy. This is really big for me. I mean, my follower goal is 69, but I'm just really happy that even 25 people wanna, you know, wanna see me, you know, live on stream. That's amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you. And thank you for the birthday wishes too. I do appreciate it. All right. I gotta take out the cake. I gotta take these pans away first. All right. Now I'm gonna, ooh, that cake looks kind of baked. But is it cooked on the inside? Is it cooked on the inside? I get a toothpick. And let me show y'all. Look at that. Look at that. That nice. Looks good? Thank you. I think it looks good too. But I got to be delayed until 10. Oh, good, good. Yeah, I was getting a little worried. The toothpicks come out clean. I don't see that. The toothpick is clean. It's cooked through. Hallelujah! Ah, I have baked a cake. I'm the frosted up. I'm gonna let it cool for a little bit and then get to frosting. I have kind of a cursed frosting. Hang on. I gotta show you all this. Where is it? Where is it? It's here. Look at this. Frosting in a tube. Is this like a whipped cream kind of tube? But it's frosting. It's actual honest to God frosting. I tried a little bit earlier. It just tastes like sugar. For the record, it just tastes like sugar. But like, it's honest to God actual frosting. It's kind of cursed, but like, I'm going with it. And it's, you know, the least amount of frosting I could buy. There's like entire tubs of frosting you can get out there. This contains like about 8 ounces. I think that'll be enough, you know? Tubed frosting. Yeah, I didn't know they made that either. It's kind of cursed, I'm not gonna lie, it is kind of cursed. But again, it does actually taste somewhat decent. I did try a little bit earlier. It tastes somewhat decent, so hoorah. All right. Makes more sense than the cheese tube? Yeah, probably. All right. Gonna move these pans back over. And then I think, I'll grab this so that no, I can. Down here. It sounds a little bit more sensible than canned cheese. Yeah, because, you know, frosting. The thing about frosting is that it's already kind of, you know, a liquid, right? Or a semi-solid. Canned cheese is like, it doesn't taste like, you know, genuine cheese. And it's kind of gross, you know, to put cheese in that kind of form. So yeah, I mean, I kind of agree. Makes a lot of sense. I'm just still gonna let that thing cool. With canned cheese, you can just taste that it's blatantly plastic. Exactly. Exactly, you understand. All right. I'm gonna let this cool for about 5 minutes. And is it too hot to put on the cutting board? I don't know. It might be too hot to put on the cutting board right now. I don't want to burn the wood or anything. But, you know, this is the only counter space I have. Yeah, I'll just leave it. I'll leave it on top of the oven right now. It's just sitting there on top of the oven. Frosting and whipped cream have the same base consistency. Canned cheese is not cheese at all. You're too hot to put on the cutting board? What about this? What about this face exactly tells you hot? What's hot? What is hot here? Please tell me, enlighten me. What is hot here? If you mean I'm sweaty, then yes, I am very hot. I am very hot. I look extremely warm. I am extremely warm, okay? And it doesn't help that this camera makes me look yellow. I didn't realize it until it was pointed out by a friend, but this camera apparently makes me look extremely yellow. So, yeah, and with the overhead lights too, yeah, I look pretty yellow. Yeah. Oh, good, there's a part of my ponytail is gone loose. The Mexican desert filter from Breaking Bad? Yes, exactly. I have pretty eyes? Oh, come on. Oh, thank you. City ride, please. Come on. I really... Thank you. Thank you. It's no, for real, thank you. I am still learning to accept compliments. Thank you. I do appreciate it. You built my snoot? No. General beauty is wasted on me as ace, but I do appreciate individual features. Fair. Fair. That's very fair. Yeah. I'm gonna boop your snoot back, nerdy. Sparky, she's gorgeous. Sparky is gorgeous, right? Sparky is absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, I've said before that I am mainly attracted to men, but like, I mean, women are so pretty, right? There's a lot of very pretty women out there, right? I don't want to say that that, you know, women's beauty is wasted on me because I like men. There's a lot of pretty women out there, and Sparky is one of those. Sparky is very, very pretty. Yeah. Okay. Does the where's my recipe? Where's my recipe? There it is. Does this recipe say anything about frosting? Frost with your favorite icing. Very helpful. Thank you. How do I spell gorguns? Gorgerous. Oh my god. Gorgorus, yeah, exactly. Gorgon, don't forget Gorgon. Gorges, yeah, don't forget that either. Gorge. Or about, Guerg? Nah, that doesn't work. Oh yeah, begin to see, I'm very festive right now. Festive attire. Yifmas is in 2 weeks? What? Oh, E621, right. Now, this is an amazing month, right? We got 6-7, we got 6-9, we got 6-21, all in the same month. Gorgonzola? Yeah, Gorgonzola cheese. Right. Exactly. This is an amazing month. Oh, man. Yeah, I'll let that rest like, let's do 5 more minutes just to make sure it's really cooled down. Because it's still pretty warm. Yeah. 5 more minutes. Work. I need to hydrate. I've got more festive gear. I got these party plates. We're gonna cut up a slice. Actually, you know what I think I'm gonna do? I have to, I promised that I would bring this to my family tomorrow for the birthday party. So, what I'm gonna do, because my car is gonna be really, really hot, like really, really hot. And the frosting is not gonna survive that hot car at all. So what I'm gonna do, is I'm gonna cut out a slice, let's get it on a plate, gonna cut out a slice and then just frost that one slice. Then when I get to the birthday party tomorrow, I can frost the rest of the cake. I think that's a good idea. I mean, I just gotta bring the can, you know? It'll just be easier. And the good thing about this pan, I bought this pan like dirt cheap. Right? Because I know I'm not going to be baking cakes very often, so I bought this pan like dirt cheap, but it comes with a lid. So all I got to do, right, when I'm done with this, all I got to do is cut out a slice and then put it in the fridge and cover it in the lid. Amazing. Why don't the like expensive brands think of this stuff, right? Like Walmart thinks of that stuff. I bought that shit. Cheap Walmart store brand. Not to glaze Walmart or anything, but you know. I don't know why the like idea of combining both the pan and the storage is not, I don't know. Do not use cover and oven? Yeah, I'm not gonna. Okay, 1 more minute and I think, yeah, 1 more minute. That's not going to take very long though. just do it now. All right. Let's get that camera back. Go. Okay, that's rather cool to the touch. Cake. Now, I've passed the baking test. Can I pass the slicing test? Gonna run this around the edge. I do find it funny that this recipe said to bake it ungreased. That's rather funny. That is actually rather funny. I've never heard a cake recipe say do that before. So many tests. Such as adulthood. Adulthood, really, when you think about it, is two things. It is a series of maintenance tasks and a series of tests. And when it's not about maintenance, it is testing your ability to do something. Such is the nature of adulthood. All right. All right, I think that'll be a good start. Oh, this knife is not very sharp. Oops. No, I don't think those are in straight lines either. Shit. Oh well. Ah. Oh well. You pass with flying colors, but what are the colors flying exactly? I may have taken too much funny moths. The colors are queer pride colors, City. The color is the rainbow. Whenever I pass something in flying colors, and that's exactly the kind of colors I am. Because I'm gay as fuck. Let's not forget the trans pride colors too. Because I'm also trans as fuck. I'll try a little of this. Okay, that's very interesting. I just tasted a little bit of this cake. It's kind of subtly chocolate. Very subtle though. It's not as rich as I would have expected given how it smells. Oh my god, this cake got torn up, bruh. Oh well. Yeah, it's very subtle. Yeah, it's a very subtle chocolate. Like, you can taste there's chocolate in there, but it's kind of tamped down by like, and there's a bit of sugar in there too, but it's not a lot of sugar. And you know, there's a bit of, yeah, it's just kind of tamped down a bit by like, you know, the water and the vinegar and all that stuff. So this cake, like, it's just subtle. It's oddly subtle. But I will admit, the inside is a bit a little fudgy. I do like that it's really soft. That's really nice. It definitely tastes better being softer. Swallowing colors of the sounds I hear? Am I a crazy guy? You bet. What? What does that mean? All right. Now, can I get this out without destroying the rest of the cake? Yes, I can. There we go. Here, I'll take 2 slices. I'll set this aside to cool down more. Now let's get some frosting on it. If you thought this was scuffed already, you ain't seen nothing yet. This is from Ozzy Osbourne's Flying High Again. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I admit, I don't actually know, I didn't know that much about Ozzy Osbourne's like music. I know like the big songs, right? And I know Black Sabbath, but I admit I don't. I wasn't doing that deep a dive into Ozzy Osbourne. I'm not really a rock person, you know, so. That's cool. Rip Ozzy. He was a real legend. All right. This is gonna be scuffed. We can make through it. 3, 2, 1. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Hang on. Hang on. Grab a knife, the News and the Gay knife. Just spread. Oh my God. Isn't that beautiful? Professional baker right there. You can never tell that I've never done this before. Yeah, I'll add another layer just to make it less cursed. There we go. It's a little bit better now. Well, we have a little bit of cake. Happy birthday. Thank you, Rye. Hang on. The birthday celebration is not done because obviously we got to get the candles. We gotta get out the candles. And I have just the appropriate candles for this moment. Can't see, don't worry. Look at that. That is my actual age, by the way. I am actually 67 years old. I just have kind of a medical condition that makes me look 27. But trust me, I am definitely 67 years old. Definitely. All right, I'm gonna. You're aging so well. I know, I know. It's a really amazing medical mystery. I'm needing to make onion soup bread sometimes around that time of the year. That sounds wonderful. If it tastes anything like French onion, that would be amazing. Hang on. I'm gonna light this. Father? What? Hang on. I don't want to light it right on the cutting board. This match is not working. Hang on. I have a vision. Once per stream that happens. That's why I need a professional camera, chat, but we're not gonna get there until I get the money for that. So we're stuck with this for now. All right. Now let me try and actually light this. Hog. Real. Am I just bad at lighting things? There we go. Flip it and chip it, chat. The golden moment of this stream. Happy 6/7 day, everyone. And happy birthday to me as well. It just happens to be on 6/7. We have a cake. We have the candles. I hope everyone has an amazing 6/7, an amazing rest of the weekend. And I hope I do too. There we go. Shall I sing happy birthday? Hang on. Matches used to light slurs in Britain? What? Hang on. Merle would probably sing to you tomorrow if you asked. I'll have to see if I have time. I have to get down to my parents, and that's quite a trip. Anyway. Let's do it. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Proto. Happy birthday to you. And for the memers, happy birthday, 6-7. Happy birthday, 6-7. Happy birthday, 6-7. Happy birthday, 6-7. Ah. Oh, thank you, chat. Thank you all. I'm so happy that you get to celebrate this. Shit! There was still hot wax dripping. Okay. It wasn't that hot. I've had hotter burns before. I think I'll be fine. Shit, man. Whoops, yeah, whoops indeed. All right. Hope that didn't drip on the cake. Because, you know, let's try this with the frosting. I hope there's no wax on it. Oh, I got an edge piece. I wonder if that'll do anything with this. I mean, well, it's not a brownie, it's a cake, but still. You know, with the frosting on it, it kind of just tastes like a really cakey brownie. But again, it's so subtle. The chocolate flavor is just so subtle. But you can tell it's there, right? I mean, you can tell it's there just by looking at it, but also it tastes like a really subtle chocolate brownie would, right? It's interesting. I gotta say, it's very interesting. You know, for a cake with no eggs or butter, it's certainly better. It came out better than I thought it would. Certainly much better than I thought it would. Yeah, no. This is nice. This is very nice. And you know, I know my own family. I know that a rich chocolatey, something that rich and chocolatey is probably not up their speed. So yeah, this will be fine. I love edges. Oh my god. I love dipping my fingers in hot wax as a kid. City, oh my god. Bruh. I loved a lot of things as a kid. A lot of stupid things. We all ate our own boogers as a kid, right? Like, we totally all did that, right? I'm sure a lot of us did. Alright. Well, this cake. I'm gonna let the rest of the cake cool, and then I let the rest of the cake cool, and then yeah, let the rest of it cool, and then I'll put that in the fridge, and that will be the end of the cake saga for now. But for now, I do gotta ask. We're gonna wait for Newt or raid someone else. That's what I wanted to ask you, that's what I wanted to ask all of you, right? Would you mind if I, let's say just do some more chatting right now until, let me fix my, oh, is that a lock of hair that's out of my, oh God. Okay, are you okay with doing more chatting, or would you prefer that we raid someone else? Stormy is live? We could raid Stormy. Again, we could also wait for Sebi. Which should you, I'm gonna ask, which would all you prefer? Up to you. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I do like the idea of both. I like the idea of raiding Sebi, but also I kind of want to just relax a little bit now. I'm fine either way. Okay, cool. Well, that in the case, let's just raid Stormy then. And as for a raid message, let's see, what raid message could we do? Well, I'm sure we all have 6-7 emotes here. Knowing people in chat as well as I do, this is not a group that makes decisions. Very real, very real. Okay. I think we should double down on the 6-7 for the raid message. Let's do that. Happy 6-7 day. I'm sure Stormy will love it, or not, but you know, that's part of the fun of 6-7, right? Anyways.